Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Azra Ulanda. Today I would like to explain about inverted sentence. What is definition in inverted sentence? Definition inverted sentence is an inverted sentence is a sentence structure in English swaps the position of the subject and verb from the normal subject plus verb present to be verb plus subjects. This pattern is used to form questions, provide emphasis, or follow grammar rules such as negative adverbials and conditional sentence. Jadi teman-teman, inverted sentence adalah struktur kalimat dalam bahasa Inggris yang menukar posisi subjek dan kata pola kalimat dan dari kata pola normal yaitu subjek ditambah verb menjadi verb ditambah subjek. Jadi dia dibalik. Pola ini digunakan untuk membentuk pertanyaan, memberikan penekanan atau mengikuti aturan grammar seperti pada negative adverbials and conditional sentence. Next is types of inverted sentence. Inverted sentence have 7 types. 1. Inversion with negative adverbs of frequency. 2. Inversion with no sooner and hardly. 3. Inversion with not only but also. 4. Inversion with frasa negatif yang mengandung no. 5. Inversion with so and such. 6. Inversion with only. 7. Inversion with conditional sentence. First, kita akan bahas inversion with negative adverbs of frequency. Ini tipe yang pertama dari inverted sentence. The definition is, some adverbs that can trigger inversion are never, rarely, seldom, hardly, scarcely, barely, and little. If these words are placed at the beginning of a sentence, the auxiliary must come before the subject. Jadi beberapa adverb yang bisa memicu inversion adalah never, rarely, seldom, hardly, scarcely, barely, and little. Jika kata-kata ini di awal kalimat, maka auxiliary harus berada dalam subjek. So, rumus pola kalimatnya adalah negative adverb plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. For example, sentence, she never forgets her homework. In inverted sentence, never does she forgets her homework. Second example, he rarely visits his grandparents. In inverted sentence, rarely does he visit his grandparents. The second type is inversion with no sooner and hardly. The definition is, this type of inversion is used to show two events that occur almost simultaneously. Jadi, jenis inversion ini digunakan untuk menunjukkan dua kejadian yang hampir terjadi bersamaan. Rumus pada pola kalimat ini yaitu no sooner plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb plus then plus clauses. Yang kedua, hardly plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb plus when plus clauses. For the example, I arrived at the school and the bell rang immediately. An inverted sentence is, no sooner did I arrive at the school than the bell rang. The second example is, she finished dinner and the phone rang. In inverted sentence is, hardly had she finished dinner when the phone rang. The next type is inversion with not only but also. The definition is, this type of sentence inversion is often used to emphasize two pieces of equally important information in a single sentence. Jadi, jenis kalimat inversion ini sering dipakai untuk penekanan pada dua informasi yang sama pentingnya dalam satu kalimat. Inversion hanya terjadi di bagian setelah not only. Rumus pola kalimatnya adalah not only plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb but plus subject plus also plus verb. For the example is she is smart and she is hardworking. In inverted sentence is not only is she smart, but she is also hardworking. They speak English and they understand French. Not only do they speak English, but they also understand French. Next type is inversion with negative phrase containing no. Jadi ini adalah inversion dengan frasa negatif yang mengandung no. The definition is some phrase that contain a strong meaning of prohibition or rejection also trigger inversion, such as at no time, in no way, on no account, under no circumstance, no longer. I'm sorry guys, the no longer. Jadi, tipe keempat ini fungsinya untuk memberi penegasan kuat terhadap larangan atau kondisi negatif. Rumus pola kalimatnya ada negative phrase plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb. For the example, you must not open the windows under any circumstance. In the inverted sentence is under no circumstance must you open windows. This result does not reflect our hard work. In inverted sentence, in no way does this result reflect our hard work. The next type is inversion with so and such. The definition is inversion with so and such is used when the writer wants to place a very strong emphasis on the degree or intensity of something. Jadi, inversion dengan so and such ini digunakan ketika penulis ingin memberikan penekanan yang kuat pada tingkat atau intensitas sesuatu. Rumus pada pola kalimat ini ada dua. Yang pertama, such plus adjective plus noun plus auxiliary plus subject plus that plus clauses. Yang kedua, so plus adjective or adverb plus auxiliary plus subject plus that plus clauses. For the example, the room was very quiet, so we could hear everything. In inverted sentence, so quiet was the room that we could hear everything. It was an interesting story, so everyone enjoyed it. In inverted sentence, such an interesting story was that everyone enjoyed it. The next type is inversion with only. Inversion with only is used when you want to emphasize that something only happens under certain condition or after a specific event occurs. Jadi, tipe inversion yang ini digunakan ketika kamu ingin menekankan bahwa sesuatu hanya terjadi di bawah kondisi tertentu atau setelah suatu peristiwa spesifik terjadi. Jadi, makanya menggunakan only. The pola kalimat is only plus frasa or condition plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. For the example, we can only go out after we finish the homework. In inverted sentence, only after we finish homework can we go out. We have since changed only in recent years. In inverted sentence, only in recent years have we seen change. The last type is inversion with conditional sentence. The definition is conditional inversion is used when you want to express a conditional without using the words if. Conditional inversion ini dipakai ketika kamu ingin mengungkapkan menjelaskan kondisi tanpa menggunakan kata if. Jadi di sini ada 3 pola kalimat kondisional utama berdasarkan jenis kondisi. Oke, jadi untuk pola kalimatnya, jika kamu ingin menyatakan saran, kamu bisa menggunakan pola kalimat should plus subject plus verb, subject plus will or should or might or verb. Jika kamu ingin menyatakan hipotesis atau nasihat secara sopan, kamu bisa menggunakan where plus subject plus to verb or where plus subject plus would or could or might plus verb. Yang ketiga, kondisi masa lalu yang tidak nyata. Rumus pola kalimatnya had plus subject plus past particle, subject plus would or should or might have plus past particle. Nih, aku udah cantumin di sini. Nah, setelah itu kita lihat contohnya. Yang pertama, if you need help, you might call me. An inverted sentence, should you need help, you might call me. Yang contoh yang kedua, if I were to choose, I would pick the blue one. An inverted sentence, were I to choose, I would pick the blue one. Contoh yang ketiga, if we had left earlier, we might have caught the train. In inverted sentence, had we left earlier, we might have caught the train. Nah, yang terakhir kita akan membahas when are inverted sentence used. Kapan sih inverted sentence ini digunakan? Nah, jadi inverted sentence ini digunakan ketika penulis atau pembicara ingin memberikan penekanan pada bagian tertentu dalam kalimat. Biasanya pola ini muncul setelah keterangan adverb yang bersifat membatasi atau negatif seperti never, rarely, seldom, only, hardly agar maknanya terasa lebih kuat seperti yang contoh pertama tadi, tipe pertama tadi. Nah, lalu inversion juga digunakan dalam kalimat pertanyaan karena struktur bahasa Indonesia, karena memang struktur bahasa Inggris memang menempatkan auxiliary sebelum subject. Misalnya, do you like coffee? Nah, selain itu, struktur ini sering dipakai dalam situasi formal, tulisan akademik atau ujian grammar untuk menunjukkan gaya bahasa yang lebih resmi. Seperti itu. Jadi, fungsi utama inversion sentence adalah menegaskan makna sekaligus mengikuti aturan khusus dalam konteks tertentu. Nah, seperti itu guys. Setelah materi yang aku jelasin tadi, kita punya exercise. Exercise yang pertama, which sentence use correct inversion? I will give you 5 seconds for the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, the answer is B. Never have I seen that movie. Alasannya karena kata negatif seperti never harus menggunakan auxiliary sebelum subject. Soal yang kedua. What is the correct inversion of this sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the answer is B. The reason is, kata rarely adalah negative adverbs, jadi harus menggunakan inversion. Soal number 3. Which sentence is an example of conditional inversion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, the answer is B. Had I known, I would tell you. Karena ini conditional inversion tanpa if or without if. Jadi, if I had known menjadi had I known. Why do we use inverted sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the answer is C. To add emphasis and formality. Jadi sesuai aku jelasin tadi, kita menggunakan inverted sentence untuk menekankan dan menjadikan kalimat lebih formal. Number 5 is choose the correct inverted sentence using seldom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the answer is C. Seldom does he visit grandparents. Okay guys, maybe that's all from me. Thanks for watching and sorry for any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.